track right now, and even though the Camaro was such a good performer here, my God, this GT350 is off the charts. It smells like America. Craig, do you smell that?
I smell something, but I think it might be the medical waste incinerator in the next county. It's a little off-putting, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, what we should really talk about is what makes this Shelby so fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And it has to be that massive, flat, plane crank V8 making all that beautiful, beautiful noise.
Oh, it's fantastic. And as you mentioned, it is a flat plane crankshaft, which arranges the crank throws that the connecting rods attached to it 180 degrees to each other, opposed to 90 like you'd find in a traditional American V8 with a cross plane crank.
What you're saying is basically that this is the same thing supercars use and that it's pretty damn badass.
Exactly. You have a much lighter rotating assembly that revs like crazy, and I don't think this engine would feel out of place in a Ferrari. That's how good it is. You've got 5.2 liters of displacement, 526 horsepower, 429 pound-feet of torque, and get this, an 8,250 RPM redline. You are constantly short-shifting this thing because it feels natural to grab the next gear at about, 6,500, maybe $7 grand, but you've got a lot more rev range to play with. You just got to keep your foot down and hold on tight.
I just think it's incredible that a muscle car can rev that high.
Mm-hmm.
And if this video was just 3 whole minutes of Shelby revving, I'd be pretty damn happy about it. The GT350, though, was also voted as our Reader's Choice Car of the Year, so it already has a lot of fans.
Yeah, and smart fans, because they already know it's freaking awesome, right? And I love what the Shelby version does. The standard Mustang GT is already a great car. It's got a screaming, howling, Banshee-like 5-liter V8, which pulls really well. But this is just the next level of insanity, right?
I
It just
agree.
goes so damn quickly.
And I'm not sure what I love more, this awesome manual transmission, or the fact that you can only buy the GT350 with a manual transmission.
That's a good reason to love it, yeah.
Yeah, and you'll hear a lot of people saying how this Shelby drives nothing like a muscle car and it's more like a sports car. This manual shifter is a huge reason why.
It certainly is, and in skilled hands on a racetrack, the Shelby will dance, absolutely dance, but it's not perfect. It is pretty expensive. It came in just under our $50,000 price cap. It's also very wide and kind of heavy. You'll never confuse the way this thing drives with, say, how the Miata behaves, which is featherweight in comparison. Shelby is also very loud, and that could attract a lot of unwanted attention, if you know what I mean.
And although the Shelby is such a good performer on the track, it doesn't mean that it's a handful to drive in the city. It's actually remarkably easy to maneuver in regular driving.
You can see out of it better than the Camaro.
That's
by
a big bonus.
10,000%.
For all those reasons and more, this lovely Shelby is a very strong contender in our Car of the Year competition. And as a special treat for you, here are 10 glorious seconds of delicious, delicious Shelby music.
Oh,